Hello everyone, Dave here from Hooked on Headwaters, and you'll notice that I am on the beach. Look at that. There's my, oh, sorry about that. There's my setup there. Beautiful wife hanging out. We're just chilling today on the beach. The teams, we decided to take a break this week and just come to you remotely. Barry will be joining us shortly with that announcement about the winner of the American Baitworks giveaway. I want to thank each and every one of you for your support, for subscribing, for commenting, for following us on our YouTube channel. It means so much to Barry and I. We're so appreciative. We hope and wish you a very happy new year. May you prosper, stay healthy, and stay safe. That's our wish for you and your family. I also want to thank our sponsors, the Davis House Inn in Sebastian, Florida. A great place to stay. You've heard us mention them several times. They're right on the Indian River. They can accommodate your boat. They have electrical hookups. They have hoses for water. Just a place near walking distance to several restaurants. A phenomenal place for you and your family to stay while you're fishing or staying in this area. We also want to thank the American Baitworks company for supporting us. They're going to help us with expanding the channel, and of course they are sponsors of our giveaway, which Barry will be announcing the winner in just a few seconds.
Hey everybody, it's Barry. I want to wish everybody a happy new year. I hope everyone had a great Christmas holiday, got to spend some time with family and friends, and got some good fishing in. I'm going to cover a few things here real quick. Facebook, we're going to be communicating with everybody through our Facebook page and group this year a lot more. Got a lot of things going on with the American Baitworks. We've got some stuff we're going to be doing with them and more contests and a whole bunch of cool stuff. So make sure you get on over here and follow our page or like our page on Facebook if you can, and then also join the group here. You'll see some really nice pics here of some folks who've caught some fantastic fish here. Check this 12-pounder out here that Mary got. Really nice fish there. And here's another nice one here. So go ahead and submit. Oh, another nice one. Yep, making y'all just crazy. Probably you guys up north are probably going, I need to get down there and get one of them. So join our group over here on Facebook as well. And again, we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff contest wise and interactive and a whole bunch of cool stuff coming in here this next year. Jumping over to our website, if you have not checked out hookedonheadwaters.com, go ahead and do that. We've been putting this website together, got a lot of information on there, cool stuff we're going to be doing as well. Apparel, we're going to go ahead. We've got shirts. We got a new order of the new shirts in that have the Hooked on Headwaters on the sleeve. So if you're interested in those or the blue ones, we've got them on sale. Let us know. And just by coming over here, you can order them just by going to the bottom of the page. If you are interested in a bow fishing trip, go ahead and let us know by, again, going ahead and filling out this form down here at the bottom. And you get all the information that you need on this page here, and check out some pics of some of the folks that have gone out there with us. So with all that, let's go ahead and jump over to what everybody's wanting to know. Who won the contest? There it is, 7.4. I kind of jumped ahead, so I'm going to back up here. Y'all see 7.4, so some of you are like, oh man. But let me see if I can get backwards here to the Charlie who caught this fish here. Let me zoom back out. And here we go. This is where I meant to start, but it's okay. Charlie was fishing with his dad with Dan. They turned this picture in here. This was the one that got turned in. There were more bigger fish caught this last week, but they just didn't quite make it to the boat or to the scale. They were really close, got off, and this is the biggest one that wound up on the scale. And we'll go relook at that, 7.4. So let's go ahead and jump on over to YouTube and take a look at who got the win on that one. And since I already checked this out, there you go. Paul Lipato wound up going with a 7-pound, 3-ounce, just 1 ounce away. That was a good guess there, Paul. Go ahead and reach out to Dave at hookedonheadwaters.com. and he'll get with you as far as getting out your prize pack from American Baitworks. Got lots of cool stuff's going to be coming to you. So, folks, keep an eye on things, what's going on. We're going to be throwing a lot more of these contests out there as we continue to do more and more with American Baitworks here throughout the coming year. Want to give a big thank you to Jerry and Dan as well. Appreciate these guys joining the team. We're having a great time with these guys. Wealth of knowledge on both parts. Jerry's got all kinds of cool history stories about the different lakes and things that are going on. He's been here all his life, as I have as well, and Dan has as well, actually. The three of us are all native locals and been around. So these guys, they'll hook you up. So if you're looking for that trip, get a hold of one of them. You can't go wrong either way. And they'll put you on the fish for sure, and you'll have a great time out there on the water with them. So with that being said, and this is the last time in 2021 that I'm going to say that, I'm going to come up with a new term for 2022. So I'm going to flip it over to Dave.
We also want to thank Blue Cypress Lakeside Cabins as our sponsors. This is a great place to stay. This is a bit more rustic setting. There are cabins on Blue Cypress Lake. Their porch faces the lake. It's a great place to hang out. They've got a grill there. We can grill your catch or grill a nice steak. Good place for you and your family for a nice weekend, a short stay, even a long stay. The boat ramp is directly across from them. And they can just give them a call. They'll be very accommodating to you. Dan and Jerry will be providing a report remotely.
Hey guys, it's Dan with Hooked on Headwaters. Just going to do a quick weekend review for you. Give you a little rundown of what my week was like. So as of this recording, I've had 3 trips this week. On Monday, I had Bart, Charlie, and George. They were down from up north. We had a really good day. It's their second trip with me. They probably caught 20 to 25 fish. But 2 of those fish, George and Charlie. So George is the grandfather, Charlie's grandson. Bart's Charlie's dad. George caught his personal best, a 7 even on shiners. This was a shiner trip. And Charlie caught his personal best as well, a 7.4. We had a really good time. Here's some photos here for you that Dave's going to put up. Also, Charlie had an interesting experience, and we'll put a short clip of video there. I hope Dave will be able to get it in. Charlie caught 2 fish at the same time. Really interesting. One was a bass, one was a gar. Only 1 hook on this line, so pretty interesting. Big blow up, and I saw that there was a gar there. Charlie sets the hook, brings the fish in. I net the gar, and as I'm lifting him out of the water, we discovered that he actually caught 2 fish at the same time. What had happened is the gar and the bass were evidently competing over the shiner, and the gar's teeth, they have a mouthful of needly sharp teeth. His teeth got all wrapped in the line. Meanwhile, the bass was on the circle hook, which we have to use circle hooks now at Headwaters. So the gar couldn't get away just because his mouth was just entangled in the line. So good job to Charlie and his dad Bart and George. I enjoyed fishing with those guys. Hope to see them again soon. On to the next trip I had Hal and Jeff from Georgia. They were down. Interestingly enough, they did not beat or kill each other because one was a Dogs fan, the other's a Bama fan. So that was interesting back and forth during the day, but they're obviously good buddies. So they were all artificial, and we had a pretty good topwater bite. Tuesday they caught right at 30 fish. First thing in the morning we had a good topwater bite on walking baits like the Sammy, the Head and Spook, the Yuzuri style bait. Did really well on that. Had a little lull mid-morning, and then about noontime it picked back up, and we started catching some. We slowed down and started throwing some trick worms and things like that. Jeff was throwing the, can't remember the name of the crawl type bait that he was throwing, but he was picking up a few on that. And we also got into throwing some square bills. That worked pretty good in the afternoon, and that's what we finished out the day on. We were fishing around some areas that had cattails with deep holes around it. Just burning these baits through the deep holes. Jeff was working the crawl down on the bottom. Did pretty good on that. And then the most recent trip, I had Tristan and his dad JR from Birmingham. They came down to do an all artificial trip. They probably caught 20-25 fish. Interesting thing, Tristan does the high school tournaments up around Birmingham, and he's a pretty good fisherman. They fished hard all day. Went back and did the same sort of similar things we did that I did with the other guy, Hal and Jeff, the day before. I had a good topwater bite again on walking style baits. Then we of course trick worms, and then later in the day moved to a different area and started getting them on the swimming worm, something like the net baits, big bopper, little curly tail, or not curly tail, swimming tail. Caught them on darker colors, June bug red and June bug. Caught quite a few fish in the afternoon on that. Again, we had a kind of a lull mid-morning, and picked back up later in the day before we went in. That was a good day. We had fun. It's been a good week. The weather's been pretty decent, pretty consistent, cool, a little cool in the morning. The ramp has been absolutely crazy, being the week after Christmas. I'm assuming there's a lot of guys here out of town on vacation, but the ramp has been packed. So keep in mind that the overflow parking, which there is one on the western side of the parking lot, is available. It's gravel, and also across the road from the ramp there's now overflow parking over there that you're allowed to utilize. So do that. I have heard of talk of people getting parking tickets. I've not seen that myself, but there's parking provided for you, so I'd suggest utilizing it. And be safe out there on the lake, guys. A lot of boats running around. Watch your area, especially really closely where you have limited sight. You know, running across areas that you can't see, things are blocked. There's a lot of boats, so just be real careful. You don't want to get in a boat wreck. So until next time, you guys have a good time fishing, safe travels, and have a happy new year. See ya.
So with that said, once again, Happy New Year to everyone. See you guys in 2022. Bye.